Well, with it being Infertility Awareness Week, I thought I'd finally get around to starting my vlog, or whatever the cool kids are calling it. Just thought I'd start sharing my perspective and the journey and all that stuff that my wife and I have gone through with our infertility issues that we've been facing with for the past several years. Why my perspective? Well, it's the only perspective I've got. But I think guys don't really talk about it a lot. Now, I personally don't physiologically have to deal with the infertility issues. When you're a couple, you both have to, come together and kind of both deal with it and shoulder the burden. Though, admittedly, one party does shoulder significantly more of that burden. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going with that, but I guess just want to, I don't know, whatever. So I thought I'd finally start this vlog. I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm rushed, and I'm extremely unprepared. So I thought I was in the perfect position to start this video because that's kind of how both of us feel about the whole process. Even if we weren't dealing with fertility issues, I mean, we still, just even the idea of becoming parents and stuff is kind of, yeah, all that stuff and more. Just a quick recap on what's going on. So I've been dealing with it for years, and just even have the expense of it all, getting a lot of false, well, not false, but inaccurate diagnoses for the first couple of years, and finally being able to get in a position where we can actually start taking actual actions towards it. I mean, I guess we were taking actions before, just ones that might actually get results. We are currently finishing up our second round of IVF, possibly our last, but possibly not. Went through one round. Obviously, we didn't get pregnant, but we did at least have one embryo that we were able to get on ice, so that's cool. This last time we had a few more than we transferred that arrested. They didn't make it. We lost them. That kind of sucked. So it's actually tomorrow. Tomorrow we find out if we're pregnant, if my wife's pregnant. Yeah, so it's kind of like either this IVF, like it's a big win, or it's a complete loss, and that's kind of scary. I mean, I guess it's like we either tomorrow we're gonna be really happy and scared because then we got to pick the road of starting to have children, or it's gonna be very sad and then scary in the sense of like where are we gonna go from here. So that's cool. While normally, I don't know if you can see my shirt, I'm a huge geeky nerd guy. Normally I'd be excited and I kind of am, about going to see the new Avengers movie, but instead I'm like, well, I want to see if I'm gonna be a dad or not first, I guess. So it's kind of weird to have like this big movie that normally I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to see. I mean, don't spoil it for me, you jerks. But no, this is like a bigger deal. I mean, because that movie's gonna be playing for a while, so I'll be fine. But it's just weird that's how perspectives have changed for me since, I don't know what, I'm not sure where I'm going. Like I said, super unprepared. Yeah, so there you go. Boy, I really don't know where I'm going with this, but I do want to maybe talk whether or not we become pregnant tomorrow or not. My wife's been doing the pregnancy tests at home, but it's like too early because it's one of those things you get a lot of potentially false negatives. I mean, potentially they could be real negatives, obviously. But like, today she's like, well, I thought the line was kind of faint. Is it too faint? And she got home and she was going to like take pictures and send me the pictures and like compare. But then of course one of our dogs like chewed up the test, and that's both disappointing and also nasty. I mean, dang dogs, our dogs are gross. And that's not the grossest things they've eaten. That's a whole other story. But yeah, there's a lot of stories along our journey. One of the reason I'm starting this blog and just kind of getting the idea of talking about it more is that we did it is expensive. My wife started a GoFundMe to kind of help, and it's been good. It's been helpful. The people that have donated money has been helpful. But what's been more helpful, more of a blessing, is just actually talking about it, not kind of keeping it to ourselves or being ashamed or whatever. Just other friends, longtime friends that have said, hey, we were dealing with these issues, or we have dealt with these issues. We can kind of relate and offer support. We have to drive a couple hours to do our all our like transfer and all that stuff. So I mean, it's what was I going to say there? I got distracted by noise. We have to drive a couple hours out of the way to do our transfer to go to for our doctor's office. But I had friends that are nearby. We found out that would let us stay, so we'd only, instead of having to drive 3 hours in the morning to get to a 9 o'clock appointment, we can just, wake up at their house and drive 20 minutes. So that's been a huge blessing, knowing that we now have support in other ways. So but the biggest thing is just talking about it, no longer being alone about it, not being ashamed about it. And I hope to share that and maybe share some of the things that guys go through, even when they're not the one dealing with it. And that's kind of like, boy, like we need it on a man's perspective, because we don't talk enough. I guess that's kind of weird. I don't know why I brought that up, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe we all need to share what we have to share, and that's it. I'm probably the only one that's gonna be watching these videos, so who cares? But I've learned a lot of things along this journey, and it's definitely helped me be more with my wife. Just not just like physically with her, but just like with her emotionally and stuff. You learn things. Yeah, and I hope to share those in the next several videos or whatever I do. Like one thing I've learned, that most women, or all women, according to my wife, hate speculums, and that's fair. Yeah, like it's not even like, I don't mind them. It's like, no, they hate them. That's what from what I understand. Another thing I've learned, and I say this just as informational purposes. I'm not like giving permission, because it's not like you need my permission. But ladies, you don't have to be pregnant to wear maternity pants. I'm just saying, that's I mean, they're meant to look like regular pants anyway. So no one knows that you're wearing them, and it's none of their business if they are. So that's another thing I have learned, that whether you're dealing with fertility issues or not, buy the maternity pants. Yeah, they're comfy. I guess I don't wear them myself. I mean, I haven't. Maybe I should try. Oh, that's weird. No, I shouldn't do that. That would not be right, or whatever. But that's just one of the few things that I've learned. So, yeah. So hopefully I can share more, or not, and we can hopefully share with you that we're having a kid, or that we're still on our way. We've done other things, like we're going through. We went through the foster and adoption classes, just in case. Well, I shouldn't say just in case, but that's something we've thought about. Even if we had kids, we're actually thinking about doing that anyway. So we just thought we'd have kids by now first. So all that good stuff. So I guess that's all I got. I guess I'm rambling at this point. I guess I was rambling at the beginning. So that's enough rambling for now. So until I come up with a good catchphrase, hey, thanks for listening, and keep talking about it.